Go ahead and open up a blank Word document if you haven't already done so. We're going to start Word Unit 2, creating a research paper with citations and references. Hopefully you'll learn some basic skills that will help you not only in your English classes but on through college, as well as you'll have to write a lot of reports once you get there. First thing we're going to do is we're going to come up here and we're going to change our margins, and we know that we have to go to the Layout tab. We want to change these to normal. Next thing we want to do is go back to the Home tab. And remember, we had talked about our styles buttons. And up here, we have a bunch of different styles. I know that we've kind of done an overview of these. This is just an easy way for you to be able to change things quickly within your report, keep things consistent. So these do come in handy. We want to go ahead and use the normal style. It should already be selected. All right. Then we're going to come up here to our Manage Styles box, which if you've done the quick tutorials up here, we can come up here to our Show or Hide toolbox, or the easiest way to find it is right here in the Styles tab. Manage the Styles toolbox. I'm just going to drag this on over. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and change my zoom. You don't have to change yours. I'm going to change mine to 150 just so that way y'all can see exactly what I'm doing. We're going to come up here to our styles again. We are going to right click on our styles and we're going to modify this style. So say that you wanted to change your normal. The default is the Cambria body 12. It's left aligned and the spacing is a certain way. We want to go ahead and change this to New Times Roman. So we're going to click on the formatting. Remember, these are all in alphabetical order, so we're going to scroll down. Oh, I'm sorry, it's Times New Roman. I don't know what I'm thinking. Times New Roman. We're going to change or keep the font size at 12. And then we want to make sure that this Add to Template is not checked. You'll see right here, it'll tell you exactly what we have set up. So our line spacing is single, style is quick style. We want to add to our quick style list, and then we're going to hit the OK button. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to change our spacing, our line spacing from 1 to 2. Now remember, for the flyers we would change it to 1.5, but for the research paper we will change it to 2.0. So go ahead and do that. Then we're going to come up here, right click in our normal styles box again, and we want to update a style to match our selection. So since we changed it from single to double spacing, we want to make sure that our style matches that. And so all we're going to do is update to match selection. And so now if you would go in and look under the modify, and it'll pop up the box, you'll see right here that the line spacing changed to double. So you don't have to go in through all the steps, you can just do it that one time. So go ahead and cancel out of that. We've talked a little bit about headers and footers briefly, but the quickest way to get to your header and footer is if you move your cursor or your mouse up here, you'll notice that it changes to kind of a paper looking type thing instead of the insertion point looking. If you double click up here, you'll see that it now says header, and if you scroll down to the bottom, it'll say footer. So now you're quickly in your header and footer. There's also, you can, if you go to the header and footer tab, you can add a template that's already created for the header as well as the footer, but we're going to go ahead and just do our own. So we're going to come up here to the Home tab. We want to right align our text. We want to type in our last name. So I'm going to type in Brown, but I want you to type in your last name. Hit the space bar. Let's go ahead and turn on our format markings. I forgot to do that at the beginning. So that way we can see our little space that's in here. And then we're going to insert a page number. So if you come back up to header and footer tab, you're going to see right here where it says page number. You can insert page numbers, you can insert the current date, and you can even do the time. We're just going to do page number. You'll see here that it automatically puts a 1. As we go through the unit, you'll see as we go down to page 2, we don't have to type this in every time. Whatever you put in the header, it will show up on every piece of paper in your report, as well as the footer. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and close out of the header. You can click the X button and close, or you can double click down here in the body of the paper. So it's really whatever's easiest for you. Now I want you to go ahead and type in your first and last name. I'm typing in Erin Brown because that's my last name. So go ahead and type in your first and last name. We're going to hit the enter button. We're going to type in Miss Brown because that's whose class we're in. We're going to type in computer applications. And then we're going to type in the date. So the current date that I am making this is November 10th, 2013, and you would need to insert the current date of when you are doing this assignment. And then we're going to hit enter again. Notice that our spacing is more than it was when we did the flyers, and remember that's because we've already set it up to double space. Now we want to go ahead and center the next text because this is going to be our title. There is obviously we can come up here in our paragraphs and hit the center button and it'll center our insertion point. But I want to go ahead and go back over here to the left align. I want to show you guys a little bit of a shortcut. If you move your mouse along and see once it gets into the center how it gets those lines around the little eye, I'm going to move it away and I'm going to do it again so you can see it. Move the eye and you'll see right here. If you double click, it automatically centers that insertion point on that line, and you'll see up here that it also has center text. So that's just a little bit of a shortcut. We're going to type in the words, can you find, oops, I hit spacebar twice. Me now, question mark. Okay, please make sure that you're capitalizing as I do throughout this research paper. That's going to be very important when you turn in any papers before. You're going to go ahead and hit the return one more time. We want to left align, so you can either come up here and go to left align, but I really want you guys to learn some shortcut keys this chapter. So if you could hit the Command L, that is to left align. Alright, at this point we want to save the document. We're going to File, Save As. We are going to go ahead and save this as W2-2 and save. You'll save yours to the desktop.